Hey guys, time for another David in real life. Okay, so as you guys all know, President-elect Barack Obama will be inaugurated on Tuesday, the 20th. That's inauguration day. Uh, and I'm okay with him being president. I have nothing against him. I pretty much don't really care. But on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, Marvel released something really interesting, and probably some of you guys have already seen it. And that is a special Inauguration Day edition of The Amazing Spider Man with President elect Barack Obama on the cover and into the story as well. It's not just the cover, but he's also blended into the story as well. Now, like I said, I have nothing against Obama for being president or for being himself, whatever. But why must they put him in a comic book? Let alone one of my favorite comics, Spider Man. Why? I seriously, I don't know. I don't know why they did this in the first place, but I don't like it. I think it's just a simple publicity stunt. Like I just said, I'm saying this for the third time. I have nothing against him being president, but why put him in a comic book? It's exaggerated and it's, I think, in my opinion, it's kind of stupid. Um, Go ahead and post a comment. Tell me tell me, you guys tell me what you guys think of Obama being on the cover of a Spider-Man issue, The Amazing Spider-Man. I I I'm gonna see if I could probably download a copy of this comic through the internet because I heard that it's sold out. It's $4. It's $3.99. It was released on Wednesday, and they were expecting it to sell out, and I think it is because I have not seen it at all in any sort of public display. So you guys let me know if you guys have seen it, what you guys think of it. Post a comment. Let me know. Let me know. Tongue twisting here. Speaking of comic books, I've also when I heard this piece of news of Obama being on the cover of a Spider-Man issue, I remember that Stan Lee decided to make the decision of making a gay superhero. A gay superhero. Um, Same thing with Obama. I have nothing against gays, but a gay superhero? I don't know. This is that the whole comic book industry is just going really weird, and I don't know. I have like in my opinion, I think the first time that we saw any sort of um, weirdness going on in terms of Marvel was John Quesada, who made that whole brand new day storyline for Spider-Man, which a lot of people hated. Everything got reversed. Harry never became the Green Goblin. Peter never married Mary Jane. Yes, I have to admit that that was pretty. My mom complains a lot about that in novellas, soap operas for mixed Hispanic TV, in which they run out of stories, and when they run out of things to put on screen, they say, you know what, let's give it another round of go, and kind of put in characters in there that have the same roles as previous characters that they either took out of the story or they killed off, and they're taking one more lap around the track and doing the same exact thing, and then coming up to the ending, which is where they should have been at halfway ago. They're kind of doubling up on the story, and that's basically what they're most likely doing with this whole brand new day crap in this new Spider-Man universe, especially coming from Junkie Side. I think that's his name. But I just hope, for their sake, that Marvel just comes to their senses and creates some good storylines for Spider-Man and for other comic books as well. Let's see. Other stories. Sadly, Circuit City is going out of business. It was announced on 17th, yesterday. It was announced yesterday. And it sucks because I adore Circuit City. It's where I got my laptop, my trusty laptop here. Now, I'll show it to you guys sometime. It's a little too pick up. It's a little bit too heavy to pick up. But that's where I got my laptop. That's where I got some good video games. That's where I got some good computer equipment and hardware. and now it's going out of business, and it sucks. And but then they said that there's sales, that liquidation sales were supposed to start yesterday. I went to Circuit City and they did start, but similar to Mervin's, they start out slow and then they go up. They start from 10 to 20% off to, and then at the very end they go to maybe even to 70 to even 80% off. I went yesterday to Circuit City, and all the stuff that have a lot of quantity, such as DVDs, video games, and CDs, are 20% off, and anything that is hardware based, for example, laptops, gaming systems, computers, well, that's the same thing as laptops, uh, HD TVs are 10% off. And of course, there were a bunch of people when I got there. There weren't too many people buying stuff. They weren't rushing to buy anything, but there were a lot of people looking at stuff. And that's the one thing that I hate about these liquidation sales, is that you have to find a perfect time to go. Because if you go at the beginning, you're gonna find things at 10 to 20% off, which is not too much. You know, you want there to be more discounts, more bargains. And then when you go to the and then when you go when they're on like 70 to 80% off, all the good stuff is gone. So you have to find some sort of middle ground where they're around, maybe 40 to 50, no, 30, I'm going to say 30 to 50% off. You go in between that window, and maybe luckily you'll find what you are really looking forward at the greatest price that you will be willing to bargain for. I'm trying to see if I can find a good laptop for a good price, at least, 25 to maybe 45% off, at least. But one interesting thing that happened when I went to Circuit City yesterday is that I was in the laptop section, and then I suddenly hear, "Shut up!" And I recognized that that line is one of Harvey Dent's lines, and I knew that somewhere that we're playing The Dark Knight. And I went over to the home theater section of the store, and they were playing The Dark Knight on Blu-ray, high definition. It looked amazing. And when I went there were a bunch of people crowded around that TV. There were kids, there were seniors, there were people of all ages, and some were sitting on the home theater chairs, and some were standing up, and they were watching the movie. They were simply just watching the movie. They weren't even like looking around. They were just watching the movie. They're like, oh, like that, watching Heath Ledger's last appearance in the film, which is the Pruitt Building. That just comes to show you how big this movie might be, even at the Oscars. I know some of you guys are paranoid of hearing the movie over and over and over, The Dark Knight this, The Dark Knight that. Well, please deal with it. Once the second showing of the film in theaters, which is January 23rd, is over, and once award season is over, the talk about The Dark Knight will go down. I can assure you that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I think I just talked a lot. Now, before I sign off, I want to ask you guys something. If any of you guys know any sort of music compositioning software, any sort of software that can make music, such as there's a program called GarageBand, which is only for Apple computers, which sucks because I hate Apple. That program is really good, but I don't have an Apple computer. I have Windows. So if you guys know any software that can compose music like that, where you can make songs of your own compositions and stuff like that, please let me know where I can get one, because so far I have 2 videos. If you look them up, I have 2 videos that have been blocked, that have been shut down because of supposedly copyright infringement. The first one is the Man's Best Friend, Someone's Tortured Pet, which is my small little documentary about dog abuse, and it was blocked because the song that I used is copyright, so they blocked it. And unfortunately, that video is one of my most commented videos, like 300 and something comments, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot. And unfortunately, it's been shut down. And the second video is part 2 of my Movie Masters Batman figure. I think I used the track from the original Dark Knight score, and it says right there you can't use that. You can audio swap, which is kind of bogus, or you could just simply delete the video. I'm gonna leave it up there until I could come up with some way to kind of resolve the copyright crap and all that. So please let me know if you guys know any any music compositioning software. Please help me out, guys. Help me to give you guys some good videos. So stay tuned for more videos. I'm not sure if you guys are gonna see any review anytime soon. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Hey guys, now before I actually wrap up, I also want to mention that I'm also in the process of becoming a partner for YouTube. Most of you guys should know what that is. It's where you sign up and you're able to make videos longer than 10 minutes. You're able to have your own banner, little designs on your channel and all that sort of stuff. And to do that, I have to have some more subscribers, some more views, some more ratings. So if you guys could help out, I would really appreciate if you guys were able to do that. If you guys could get some people to subscribe, maybe view, that's entirely up to you. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to say I'm going to block you if you don't. If you don't. But it would really help out a lot. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks.